How about some free camping at Lake Panasoffkee, a primitive campground right here in Florida? And a real quick look at the map. It is located in Wildwood, Florida, and the address is in the lower right-hand corner. Alright, as you turn off of Route 44, you will be greeted with a dirt road that leads to the campground. I'm going to show you the entire distance of this dirt road to the park. That way you'll know if you want to bring your rig down this dirt road. Depending on the weather conditions, this road could be really wet and muddy, and at times it could be super dry and dusty. In our case, it was very dry and dusty on the way into the campground. So the dirt road to the campground was only about a half a mile long. The condition overall for the road was actually quite smooth. There was no major holes or dips to worry about. And what was really nice is the road was wide open. There was no trees overhanging the road, no low-lying limbs to worry about. So it was actually a nice, safe, pleasant drive to the campground. And also, to enter this campground, there is no gate code required. The gate is pretty much open at all times. Alright, we're about to approach the campground itself, and we will be making a right to swing around the equestrian portion of the campground. And just want to let you know, the equestrian campground, we will be doing a separate video on it, as there's a little more detail. I didn't want to drag out the video too long, so this is going to be on the primitive campground only, but tune in for the equestrian ground for as a other option to camp here at this park. So in order to get to the primitive campground, you have to swing around the equestrian campground. So I wanted to mention a couple things about this campground that makes it a little bit different than the other water management parks that you can stay at. This one has a camp host. It also has the wide open gate that I had already mentioned, where normally they're locked and you need a code to get in and out of the park. And also there is water spigots throughout the campground. Now these things are normally not there, and then also there is trash cans provided, because usually you have to pack whatever you pack in, you have to pack out. So this is a real treat that you don't have to worry about taking your trash back out with you. To go over the amenities that it has or does not have, as this is a free campground, you have potable water, you have a picnic table, you have a fire ring, in some cases you have a lantern pole, and in some cases you will have a standalone charcoal grill. Now all these campsites are first come first served. That means once you arrive, you select an area where you want to set up your camp, you pull up, park your rig, set it up, and that's your campsite. Some of them you can definitely tell they're already pre-selected for some designated spots for sites, and if that's not what you want and you want to move it into a little more open area or more wooded area, by all means, set up in those areas. Alright, here is the final turn, and as you can see right away, we have made it to the primitive camp, and it is a natural wooded area. You can pick spots that is full shade, partial shade, or even park in between the trees where you can have some full sun, because you might need use of some solar panels, or you just need a little extra warmth of the sun. It's up to you. Alright, we're going to drive all the way to the end of this campground, and then we're going to swing around and pull into one of the campsites, and we'll jump out and show you some of these campsites up close. So in case you're wondering, how big of a rig can you get in here? Well, our rig is 41 feet long, so as you can see right here, this view, you definitely can get big rigs in this park with absolutely no issues. Now the thing is, if you want to be in the wooded area, like in the shade, be a little observant for some of the branches, because some of them are a little low, some of them might be give you enough clearance. It really depends, because these trees are really canopied very well. The trees have been around a long time, so select your spot carefully. All right, standalone charcoal grill, really nice fire pit, decent picnic tables, and non-potable water. I mean, you can use it to wash your dishes and whatnot, but not recommended to drink. I'll let you know it is springtime and the deer flies are pretty bad here, so make sure you bring some sprays to counter fence them. As soon as I got out of the truck, man, they were jumping all over me. Some really nice shaded spots. So how many campsites I saw back there? 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically 8 sites for the primitive. Leave that in the just look how much room you get for a campsite. Which reminds me, if you want to do some buddy camping here, there's plenty of room to do that with your friends and butt up campers side by side, whatever you want to do. Alright, let's jump out and take a look at another one of these campsites. This is one that's in a full shade area. Just look at the beautiful canopying you get from this tree. This campsite has a wonderful charcoal standalone grill, picnic table, the fire ring. The fire ring has ability to cook on if you choose to cook that way, and this one also has some portable water for your convenience. And not to mention about all 8 of these campsites are huge, guys. There is tons of room to spread out and just have a great time. So if you'd like to know how to make a reservation to stay here, go into our channel, click in playlist, go into free camping and scroll all the way down to episode number 2, and that is a video on how to book free camping right here in Florida. And it also, I show you how to make an account, because you have to have an account to be able to do it. And then I also go through all the rules of camping at one of these water management properties. So here's a really good question. Where's the lake? Well, take a look at the map real quick. You can see it's some distance away from the campground, so it's going to be a hike, bike ride, or a horse ride about 1.5 miles to 2 miles to the lake. Even though the trail looks like a road, but that's actually in reserve for game warden, the sheriff, fire department, and other authority. But we are authorized to use it only as a trail. But if you choose to go down to the lake, be sure to bring your fishing rod, because people catch some monster bass out of this lake. One more pan around. 8 campsites to choose from. They're all under the shade, and of course if you need to be in the sun for some solar, you have the option for that as well. That concludes the tour of the primitive campground. Stay tuned for the equestrian campground. It'll be coming out right after this video. But in the meantime, consider subscribing to our channel. You'll never know. We may be guilty of adding to your bucket list. And as always, thanks for watching. 2 for the road.